season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
If you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the outside. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quick completion on the outbound. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last year. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced the tackle for a loss.
Snagged in the middle, it's Reese. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking for space. It's Pryor. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shurt Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
He'll pull it on the read. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Bobo. Can't get him to the ground. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. We better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the ground with the back. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's French. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. He's going to fire to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Using his legs, it's Pryor. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Coverage team does a good job, touches it dead, no return on this one. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gives it on the option. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the...
There he goes! Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy if he wants to drop.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Finds his tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Spartans are flying down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Cavazos. Still running at the 35. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man. It's Cavazos. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to escape and get it himself. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And he can flat roll, turning on the Jets like a Cam Newton or Nick Marshall.
I was thinking about rolling trees, but yeah, I'm right there with you, man. These Auburn offenses that are so great, they've had the same commonality over the last several years. And
the coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. The give to the back. Turning it on. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads. They move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Power football with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Now on first down from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Reese. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route. He knows when to throw and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Got his man downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're trying to slam it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much of a chance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch right at the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He's got him. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the option. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over the Judicial.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And those are some serious wheels for this Tiger quarterback, positively Nick Marshall-esque.
Yeah, and you think about Nick Marshall and that run to the national championship game. Man, they ran the football some more. His dynamic ability at the quarterback spot. All Auburn offenses that have been great have had that guy at the quarterback spot.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Cavazos. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Runs through a tackle. Still running at the 40. Oh, he found a space on the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
Handoff from the gun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Flowers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. True to who they were, and now big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quickly complete. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. They get it up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Spartans heading quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Trying to slam in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. So here comes the Auburn offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm, make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Hauls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Going to try to get it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Quick completion to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Reese. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 1st down here for the offense. Going to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Reese. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swat.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. We sensed a great deal of